Are you nervous because you're kind of doing like a performative thing right now, or are you nervous because a guy that you kind of know but not really invited you into his basement and you're just wondering if like you're getting out of here alive?
No, I'm comfortable with you. I mean, anyone in comedy scene, we all put ourselves out there. And
Right. So your nerves come from like you want to do well.
I feel like I'm just not good at interviewing in general or answering questions and things like that.
Well, you have a job, right?
I do.
Okay, so you nailed that interview. Have you ever been on a podcast before?
No, only just like a TV show interview.
Okay, well that's better. That's better than a real TV show.
Like the Paul Santos Live.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing that in September or something.
Are you?
Yeah,
It's fun.
That is a fun thing.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
It's a ABC credit too, right?
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it goes on ABC and I think Providence.
Oh, okay. Yes, because I went to the coffee shop and the woman that worked there was like, I saw you on TV in Rhode Island.
Right.
So,
in fact, aren't we doing a show up there together in like a week or two? Are you going back there soon?
To Paul Santos?
No, to the Walnut Street Cafe.
Oh,
in Lynn.
I just went there last week, but I might go back again because
Okay.
I love it there. I need to go back.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
nice.
always fun.
It's a nice little room. It's packed, cramped.
It is.
I like that.
Same.
I like a room that's a tight room where everyone's just like crunched together, because you have to kind of. Well, it's that communal shared experience amplified,
Yes.
right? Like we're all here, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Yeah, Joanna calls it like the best listening room or something.
sure. Well, it's like you can't get distracted. Can't really deviate and wander off, or there's nowhere to go.
It's true.
I thought your text messages were funny today, like prior to coming here.
Okay.
By the way, we can talk about whatever.
Yeah.
I
okay.
have like a general idea where I want to go, but if there's anything on your mind, so the two things we try to do on the show is take a peek behind the curtain from your perspective on like comedy, and like your experience or your opinions about stuff that you see in the Boston scene, and then also just like life in general. From like because we're comics and we're kind of different, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, that's the sound of summer vacation. Can you hear all
I like
that?
it.
The kids
I like
just
it.
running around. I have a 14-year-old
Rex?
and a 12-year-old.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter just came home. That's definitely my daughter. She's a dancer, but you wouldn't know it with those elephant feet clomping around all over the place. So where was I? I was saying, yeah, we could talk about whatever. But I guess we could say it like when I'm texting back and forth with comics, like right before the show. Jesus.
I like it.
I wonder how, you know what? That's good audio.
It is.
Guys, this is just our reality. It's summer vacation and no one cares that I do a podcast in the basement. They're just like, whatever.
It feels like stand up. Just always like tons of distractions.
Sure. Yeah. Like if you don't keep them occupied or entertained, they'll find their own amusement. So anyway, but no, I feel like I learned a little bit about what kind of person you are from just the text messages. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I don't even know what that is.
It sounds like a floor cleaner.
Yeah, maybe it's like a vacuum cleaner. I thought it was like a metal ball roll. Anyway, this podcast is off to a shitty start just because of my stupid kids. Anyway, the text messages. I think you're very detail oriented. You got your finger on the pulse. Like you let me know where you were going, when you were leaving. You know the punch list of things you had to accomplish before you came over. I thought that was very funny.
I'm a little intense.
So yeah, so you saw your mom, right?
Yes.
Okay, how'd that go?
Yeah, it's good. She's 87, so
Wow.
I kind of go back and forth there a lot.
Your mom's 87.
87, yeah.
Is she a healthy 87?
She's kind of like in between.
She's mobile. She's moving around.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
That's great. Good for you. Good for
Yeah.
her.
How about you?
My parents are in their 70s.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Younger. But it's like, I don't know. I just turned 50. I feel like my year, I probably have 30 good years left. That's how I look at it. If I
Okay.
can make it to 80, I'm happy with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of taking a morbid thing. Hey, let me do this. I did a quick little search on you. I cyber stalked you.
That's good.
First of all, we have to talk about one of my favorite things about you is your self-described level 10 awkward. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen on someone's bio on Instagram. That is really funny. Why do you say that? Why do you think you're awkward, or why do you proclaim to be awkward? Are you told that, or do you just feel awkward?
Yeah, I mean, on stage I'm awkward, and people always tell me that. People say it to me a lot, like how awkward I am, and they'll say like, "Well, you lean into how awkward you are," or but I wasn't like it wasn't my intention to be awkward on stage. It was just kind of what happened.
That's funny. They tell you that afterward, like you were awkward?
People always say things like that to me, like, or just like they don't really know how to take me on stage, how, like, if I'm depressed or like what's happening. So some people just feel confused by it, or just, or like it.
I think it's very unique. It's a unique stage presence. There's nothing else like it. And I feel like if you want to do stand-up comedy, you need to differentiate yourself. So it's a great stage presence.
Thank you.
I don't think it comes across as sort of like you are appearing to be uncomfortable, maybe. But is that really how you feel? Or is that part of like your stage presence that you're trying to do?
I think like at the beginning, that's how I was. Like I was just very, very uncomfortable. And then then I just kind of stayed with it. I mean, I'm still uncomfortable, but not as uncomfortable as I was before.
Wait, yeah. How long have you been doing it?
This is my third year. I'm coming into my third year in August.
Wow.
Yes.
So 3 years of comedy, and you're probably on stage a handful of times every week, it seems like. Just like I follow you on Instagram, and you work hard. Like you are always out getting on shows, you get booked, you're regularly going around, you're very supportive. It's good. That's great.
Thanks. Yeah. I try to stay in the game.
Yeah. I try to stay in the game. Where do you want to go with your game, your comedy game? Where would you?
I just want to get better. I want to be good. I'm just trying to like. Now my new thing is I'm trying to write like every day, which I wasn't writing every day. Now I'm trying to just try something new every day. I just want to get better at the craft.
Yeah, writing is sort of the part that I think falls off the table a lot when people start getting their 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 5, whatever once they get to that thing, they're like, all right, this is my act. And then I don't know. Like that's what I'll speak for myself. When I had like 15 good minutes, I'm like, all right, I almost went on cruise control. Mm-hmm. And then I started getting a little bored with it.
Yes.
Right. And that was the motivation to kind of get back to the writing. But
yes.
How do you discipline yourself to write every day, or try to do that every day?
I try to do it like in the morning with my coffee, because then I have some energy to do it then. So, and that's how I try to do it. Even if it's just like 3 lines, if I just get one joke, like one short joke, that's like my motivation. Like it's not too overwhelming. I'm not doing like a whole bit. I'm just doing like 3 lines, and then hopefully it will hit, and then maybe build.
And then do you listen to your, like, what's the process? Do you try the stuff out, hear how it worked out, and then do you freestyle? Do you play with it on stage, like at a mic or something? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if I'm at a show sometimes, I might put like 1 or 2 lines like before a joke that I know lands well, and just try it there. So if it doesn't land, then I'm going to like hit them with something else anyway. So sometimes I'll sneak it in, but like I try to do it in the middle. At the beginning, I was doing it right at the start.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to do that anymore. Like not to like crash right away.
Yeah, but like bury it a little bit. Like play the hits first, get them on board.
Yeah.
Right? That's funny. Here it says you like to talk about. Okay, it says observational, self-deprecating style. Your comedy leans heavily into real-life frustrations and relatable adult experiences, dating, aging, city life, awkward social behavior, and Boston culture. Of those things, what do you agree with that?
Is this AI? Did you find this on?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is Chat GPT.
Oh, that's funny.
I did a deep dive. Yeah, sometimes I'll just like I don't go crazy with the research. I just go, hey.
No, I was just wondering because I'm like, did I write that? I'm like, I don't think I wrote that.
No. Yeah. No, this was just Chat GPT, but it will say it's it doesn't attribute it. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, I found this on Instagram or I found this on Facebook. I think it just culled all that together. What are some of your what in your own words, like how do you feel about your material? What do you lean into most, would you say, topic wise?
A lot is like about my mom. A lot's about dating. Just because I'm always around my mom, and not really dating, but more being single. Right now, I'm doing a lot of World Cup news stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like leaning into that.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's good.
Yeah. I enjoy that, like the stuff that's going on right now.
With World Cup or or in general, like, do you like to look at the current events and then riff on that?
Yes, that's what I do a lot now. Is like I'll go on Google News in the morning and I'll try to find something to like write something quick about.
Yeah.
But right now I feel like I'm kind of liking the World Cup, even though I'm not a sports fan at all. I'm like the only Bostonian that's not into sports.
You're really not into sports at all?
No.
And you're from Massachusetts, like you born and raised here.
Yes.
And you're not a Red Sox fan.
No.
Patriots fan.
No.
Bruins fan.
None of the above. I mean, I don't hate them. I just don't follow.
So how did that happen? How do you? What is your excuse?
I like the arts, I guess.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do you like the Boston Ballet?
No, I'm not really into that either. But
okay, not that kind of arts.
Yeah.
How about the symphony?
No, I mean I'm not
How about
against
a museum?
any of these things.
You ever go like when you say arts? What are you into?
Yeah, I mean I guess I always liked writing and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
That was kind of like my art.
Have you always been a writer?
Yes, I wanted to be a writer. That was like my main thing. I wanted to do that, but then I steered away from it.
Yeah, but you kind of steered away back into it.
I definitely
right?
did.
Like with stand-up comedy writing, people, it's not like writing a novel where you sit at your computer and you just type away and crank out 15 pages a day or whatever, right? You just sit down for your half hour with a coffee every morning and get your thoughts out or something, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about World Cup. You're not a sports fan, but you've been talking about the World Cup lately.
Yes.
What's the appeal?
Well, I work right next to City Hall, and I live in the city, so I see all the tourists and things like that, and just how people are reacting to them, and just talking about it all the time. And just because I feel like I'm right in the middle of it, I'm like I should just.
So you're kind of sharing your personal experiences and observations from your day to day. What is who are your favorite sports fans that have been here for World Cup?
Well, I feel like everyone's talking about the Scots. I mean, that's kind of like...
Aren't they awesome? I mean, you're like, okay, so I'm in a suburb, you know, I'm on the outside looking in, and when I go into Boston, I leave Boston, but you're there. Maybe the perspective's different. Like, what are you noticing about these guys? Are they all the fun that they purport to be and appear to be online, or are they just, you know, nonstop a lot? Like, what's your take on it?
Yeah, they seem like they're pretty low key. I see them walking around the city like in their kilts, and I I can't think of what the name is. The purse. I keep calling it the purse. But I
The
know
purse.
the coal or the skull. I don't know. I know I was corrected online when I said purse, but they just seem like they're pretty mellow, which is nice. And the music. I mean, everyone loves the music.
Bagpipes.
Yes.
Yeah. No one's ever said turn those down.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, I saw somebody showing a video like they're in the suburbs and a house like someone gave it up for like Airbnb and like a bunch of Scots were in there, and at like 7 a.m. they started with bagpipes and nobody in the neighborhood complained about it. They were all like they'd come out and just take video of it and be like, wow, look at this. I feel like it was kind of interesting to see, not just like, yeah, the Scottish fans are great. They were great visitors. And I was pleasantly surprised by their conduct and their behavior being like, I mean, it's like we're talking about drinking mass amounts of alcohol, right? Like they dried out our bars, right?
Yes.
They drank all the beer. So with that, you would assume there's going to be like recklessness or disobedience to some degree, but I didn't hear any of that, right? Like
Same.
But aren't you kind of impressed as being an American that like we've sort of stepped up and became a really good host? Like that's one thing I took from it is like, wow, Boston is really fucking cool. Like they're messing with our statues and we're like, hell yeah, you know, go for it.
Yes.
And they're parading around and doing what they want. But I think they've been providing a lot of entertainment, you know, like.
Definitely. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
All right. So what do you want to talk about? Like, as far as interests go, like, do you want to talk about your personal life? You want to talk about dating? Because you talk about dating a lot. Are you like on the apps?
I'm on the apps. I don't really use them that much, but
I'm curious about the apps
yeah.
because the apps came after me. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd kill it on the apps though.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like you just have to get a good picture and then just write some funny stuff in there and magic will happen, right? I mean, I don't know.
For some people, I don't know.
Like, what's out there on the apps? What are you coming across?
I mean, I'm not as active on it as I was. Like I used to be like really into it on the apps. But I mean, I think just because I've been on it for so long, I haven't had success. So I just kind of like, okay, I'm tired of it. But I think there's a lot of like talking to people and then it fizzles out. You know, you put a lot of time into it and then it can fizzle out and it's just like frustrating. Or meeting, you know, you have to find the time to meet people and then, it goes one way or the other. You know?
So when you're on the apps, like you're still doing it though, right?
Yeah, I'm still on the apps.
Which one's your favorite?
I'm on like Bumble.
Is that the one where you reach out to the guy?
Yes, if you match, then I have to message them first.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because guys are just going to be annoying, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the apps now, it's more like you have to match before they could just message you if they wanted to. But now you have to like kind of confirm.
What's the quality of gentlemen on the apps? Are they everything they appear to be? Like, you know, like I just said, I get a good picture of myself. I would filter it. I would clean it up. Whatever you got to do, right? Not that you would catfish someone, but this is a good photo of me. This one's not, right? You put the good one up and then you come up with some witty stuff and throw yourself out there. But then you could go out for a coffee and the person's like wearing a hoodie, didn't shower, right? Has nothing to talk about.
Yes.
Nothing. Like, do you ever like what level of disappointment versus like excitement do you find when you are meeting these people for the first time? Like that's like kind of a big moment, I would suspect. Like you either instantly go, "Oh yeah," or "Oh, what the."
Yeah. Sometimes too, it's like I'll put something in my head before I meet them, what I think they're going to be like, and then they're completely different. But it's more me on me. You know, you're like, I expected this, but yeah, I feel like it's never what it appears to be. For me, it's never really been what I've thought it was going to be. I've never walked in and been like, yeah, that's exactly how I thought that was going to go, or what I thought that person would look like. It's never.
Yeah. Do you have an exit strategy in case like I got to bail?
My thing now is before I'll just be like, I can only meet for 40. I only have like a 45-minute window because I'm like, I don't want to be there longer than that, or I just do like a coffee or something like that. Like I don't want it to be like a meal or something more. I don't want it to go over an hour.
Gotcha. When you say you get like 45 minutes, is that upfront? Like just level setting expectations? Like we're gonna go out for just a little bit.
Yeah, I try to do that up front. Like, okay, but I mean, as best as I can, or just make it.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good idea because you're just kicking the tires. It's just like a meet and greet at first, right?
Yes.
And then if you enjoyed it, then you can
go from there.
Have you ever gone on a date and it like just kept going on? Like, oh, this is a good date, or
yeah, when I first started doing it, I would like spend like a couple hours doing it and thinking it's going great, and then you never hear from the person again. So it's like, all right, I think I'm just gonna like shorten it, and then if they want to see me again, then make it longer. But yes, I've definitely gone on a lot that have been,
yeah,
and I've stayed longer even if I wasn't interested, but I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like I have a daughter now, 14, and I'm just thinking like all these like dating back when I was, remember like when before like the internet and all this, it just seemed like a safer time. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know.
Yeah.
But now it's like, what if my daughter got picked up in a car? Like, you don't know this person. They could be a serial killer, right?
True.
Not to scare you or
No.
anything.
I know. I agree. It is. Always a public place, I'd say.
Yeah, public place, daytime or evening.
Yeah, I mean, usually day, but sometimes, I mean, I'm not opposed to night.
Yeah, like
but just as long as it's public, I don't care.
Cool. You ever go on double dates?
No.
Good. Those are boring. Those are forced, right? I used to hate doing that.
Yeah. Not lately. I mean, like maybe when I was before, but not now.
Right. At Perez Martial Arts, we're not just about teaching kicks and punches. We're building confidence, discipline, and respect that lasts a lifetime. If your child needs more focus in the classroom, more confidence on the playground, or you're an adult looking for a workout with real purpose, there's a place for you here on the mat. Led by Sensei Rolando Perez, every class combines expert instruction with an encouraging environment where students are challenged to become the best version of themselves. Perez Martial Arts helps students become stronger physically, mentally, and emotionally. For class information and schedules, visit PerezMartialArts.com. You grew up in Milton.
I did. Yeah.
You like living in Mass?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've traveled outside of Mass. I've lived outside of Mass, but I like it. Just my family's here, and I'm used to it now. I mean, before I was always like, I'll move somewhere else, but now I'm kind of like comfortable here.
You're gonna live and die here, would you say, or do you want to get out there? Like after you retire, do you want to like get out and see the world? Or
I mean, I go and I've done a lot of traveling. Every year I take a big trip, and so I don't know if I want to die somewhere else right now. I mean, maybe, but right now,
if you could die anywhere on the planet, where would it be?
Yeah.
No. So where did you travel? Where are some of the places you've been to?
Last year I went to every summer I take a trip, but last year I went to like Bosnia, and I think this year I'm going to go to Albania.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll do like,
these are not like resort luxury destinations. You're going to like Eastern Europe.
yes.
Albania. I've never heard anyone say they want to go. Like, so what is it about Albania that intrigues you?
Well, I loved Bosnia. Like I used AI to go to my last trip, and I've been using AI for this trip, and I just want to go somewhere that I feel like safe, solo traveler, somewhere different.
So, like, what kind of prompts do you put into the AI to reveal this idea to you?
Just kind of like places that aren't super touristy, that not everyone's like found out about. That's like a hidden gem.
Nice.
And that's like safe.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, anywhere
Bosnia used to be very unsafe.
It's
right?
true.
Like you
Yes.
can step on a landmine if you walk off a
Yes.
path or something.
Yes.
But it's all different now.
It was it was so different. It was like my favorite place. I'm gonna go back on this trip too, like for like 3 nights. I
To
think.
Bosnia.
Yes.
All right, now we're on to something. Tell me about what it is in Bosnia that makes you want to go back. I know one guy that went to Bosnia and he went there with fatigues and a rifle and he was like sent there. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, one of my friends, served in the military and he was in Bosnia. That's the only person I know other than you that's been there. So, I have this Western perspective of Bosnia, and they have nice hotels. They have normal, what's it like? Does it look anything like here?
No, it's very different to here. And it's like slow pace. I also went to, there's a place there called Medjugorje. It's like a holy place. I'm not like super religious, but like growing up, my dad was really religious. He always talked about it. So that's why I wanted to go. And people have like spiritual experiences. And I know it sounds weird, but I had like a spiritual experience when I was there. I didn't expect to have one. But so I just kind of feel like compelled to go back. I want to go back.
Because of that spiritual experience?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I mean, I loved Bosnia before I went there because I traveled around the country before.
Yeah.
But that was like the end of my trip. And I was only there for like a day, but I was like, I definitely want to go back there for that.
What was the experience? Did you see God? I mean,
No. I went. They have like a mass, so I went to like their mass. They were like
Catholic mass.
Yeah, it was a Catholic mass.
Okay.
It was huge. It was like I've never seen a mass like that packed.
How many people were there?
I don't. Maybe like I'm probably like way off, but maybe like 500 to 800.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I could.
Okay.
My
You
numbers.
didn't count them.
I'm so bad
You
with
didn't do a
numbers
head
anyway.
count?
No. Yeah.
No, I get it. So the place was full.
It was full.
And it was just a Sunday mass?
It was like I think they have one like every day.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like an afternoon.
Yeah.
And I didn't go up to like get the Eucharist or anything, but when the priest walked by, he like you can get a blessing, so I got one. But he like put his hand on me, but for some reason, like I was fine, like we're talking right now, but whatever happened when he like put his hand on me, I like broke down crying.
Really?
And I was like, I don't know, it's just very strange. Like
You're overcome with emotion.
yeah, like all of a sudden it just like whatever. And then I went to, after that I took like a Uber to this hill, like Apparition Hill, where people have seen like things or whatever. And I had like a weird experience there too. So it was just like the whole day was just like very bizarre. I had a lot of deja vus when I was there, which I've never had. I know this is all like crazy talk.
No, but this is the good stuff. This
Yeah.
is what people want to hear about.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone has faith in something. Even like my wife's agnostic. She doesn't deny a God or a heaven. She's just like, show me some proof. Like she's a science-based person, so
Okay.
makes sense, you know.
Yes.
I was raised Catholic, so
Okay.
I have my faith and all that stuff, but not like a Bible thumper, but like, so I'm intrigued to hear the deja vu stuff. Like that was happening since the priest touched
No,
you, or
on my way there, like when I was taking a bus. I was originally with a group, and then I like left the group at the end to go on my own. But like on my way, when I was near Medjugorje, we like passed. I was closer to Medjugorje with the group, but then I went out to Croatia. I'm giving you like backstory you don't need. But,
Yeah, no, it's
but
good.
then I came back in on my own, so I had it there, and I had it somewhere else. I had it outside like a mosque. Which I was like, why would I have a deja vu outside a mosque? I just felt like I was there. It's just like strange stuff.
So, like you arrived somewhere and that sense of like I've been here,
Yes, I felt like I had been there.
and that happened a handful of times.
It happened a couple times in Bosnia, but it's never happened to me before. Like I've never had experiences
Yeah.
like that.
Did you stop in your tracks and like, okay, what is going on? Like it must have been all consuming. Like what is happening? What is it like? Did you try to break it down and figure it out? Like get philosophical about what is this? What is it? A message? Is there a sign? Is there something higher order happening or trying to reach me? I mean, how do you process that?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. Like I wasn't sure what was happening or why, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I had like 10 years ago, like when I got sober, I had like a spiritual experience, and I feel like that was like the only time I had one before. You know, like the day I stopped drinking, I was like, whoa, and that was the first time I ever had one. Since then. So I don't know why it happened. I don't know why it was happening in Bosnia, what was going on there. I mean, I know people, that place, it's supposed to be that way, but I didn't expect anything to happen. I wasn't like looking for that. I was just going.
Sure. Now, what was that place you said that people go and like see things or whatever?
Medjugorje.
Yeah, Medjugorje. When they say they see things, what are we talking about?
They've had like spiritual experiences. There's like people that I think there's like 6 people that have seen like allegedly have seen the Virgin Mary. There were kids like in the 80s, and now they still see them. One of them actually lives in, one of the guys actually lives in Wakefield now, I think.
Wakefield, Mass?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah, he married like an American, and he does like church meetings here. And he'll like talk to Mary. I mean, I know this is all like stuff that people probably aren't into, but this is
no, everyone's, you know what, whether you're religious or not, just this whole higher power thing is, I think, intriguing, right?
Yeah.
So when they say they see the Virgin Mary, I mean, like presented in front, or like, how like, do you remember the time when someone's like a piece of toast popped out of their toaster? They're like, oh my God, it's the Virgin Mary, or they see a cloud. It's like, it's the Virgin. It's like, whoa, it just is a coincidental pattern or something. I mean, they literally are seeing somebody.
Yes, they allegedly can see her and talk to her, or she's like giving them a message.
Interesting. Do you know what the messages are?
I think like they say that they'll like reveal them at a certain time, or I think maybe some of them have been revealed. I'm not sure, but I know that like there'll be a certain time when they will reveal it. Things like that.
Awesome.
I'm the wrong person to ask because I don't have like all the facts. I feel like I'm giving like the wrong facts,
I get it. No, you're but you said you had an experience there.
Yes.
What was that about?
That the day that I went, it was like raining really heavy, like crazy rain, like up to my ankles, like kind of rain on the street. Like they said it hadn't like rained like that.
Yeah.
And so I went up to this place, Apparition Hill, which usually there's tons of tourists, but because of the rain, there wasn't really anyone there when I got there. So I went up on my own. There were only like a few people on the hill. So when I got to the statue, I was just kind of looking at her. There was like no one there, but by the time I turned around, there were like tons of people behind me. So I feel like I don't know. I just felt like there was a lapse of time in between, like when I got there, as to,
like you thought maybe. I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you think there's something maybe divine about. Let's let Mary Beth have this moment first, and then everyone can follow through. Is that what you were saying? Or?
No, I just feel like it was. Like when I got to the statue, I felt like the statue was like staring at me, like the eyes were kind of like following me, and then there was no one behind me. And then by the time I turned around, there were like tons of people behind me. So I was like, I kind of felt like I lost a little bit of time in between. I know. So
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe were you there for? Do you know how much time?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Like, you don't look at your watch and go, well, holy shit, I've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah, no, I don't think I was there that long because I had like another commitment where I was going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I was going back to Croatia that day, but it just seemed like I didn't notice all the people behind me. Like I feel like I would have noticed that they were all coming behind, like that people were coming up the hill.
Sure. And when are you going back?
September.
Nice. How long are you going to be there?
I'm going to go to Albania for like 7 days, and then I think I'll go to Medjugorje for like maybe 3. I might go to Montenegro for a night too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I feel like if you travel that far, you should make it at least 2 weeks or close to it, right?
Yes. I usually don't like to go that long, but I agree.
Yeah. I've never been to Europe. The farthest east I've ever been is Cape Cod.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is that bad?
No, that's good.
Well, no, I got to get out more.
Yeah.
Have you been to like I don't want to say the normal places, but the typical destinations of a Western traveler? Like, have you been to Spain, France, London, England or
Yes.
whatever? Okay.
I've been to all those.
And they're not as exciting to you? They're not as adventurous or?
No, yeah, I like them all. It's just I've been to them all.
Uh-huh.
And so I like trying new places.
How many countries have you been to?
I've been to a lot. I've been to like pretty much all of like Western Europe, Eastern Europe. I've been to Australia and Japan, New Zealand.
Japan I'd like to go to just because I feel like their culture is so proper and respectful. Like, do you see how like the World Cup fans from Japan like are cleaning up? They don't leave the stadium until they pick everything up.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, that's nice. Like, that's usually you're carrying people out, or they're just dumping stuff, and here they were like tidying up the place that they were at. That's cool. Nice. Okay, so let's talk comedy. Like, who are your biggest influences? Who do you like in comedy?
I always change. I feel like I'm always changing who I like. Right now, I like Maria Bamford. But I feel like it changes all the time. And even just like watching local, I like a lot of local people. How about you? Do you have?
Well, I guess I feel like Bill Burr is probably the funniest. Dave Chappelle, I feel like, is probably the most important. Like, I mean, for what he's doing, just plowing right through the cancel culture and saying what's on his mind and doubling down, backing it up, and being successful with it. I'm impressed by that. I like Brian Regan. Do you know Brian Regan?
No.
You got to look him up. He's funny. He's I feel like he was bigger, 10, 20 years ago, but he's a clean comic.
Okay.
And he makes these funny facial expressions, and his body language is kind of quirky, and he uses it to really sell a punchline or tell the story. And it just makes you laugh. I mean, I'm not a very good stand-up comedy show audience member because I just kind of watch it, observe it, taking mental notes. I'm paying attention to the cadence, laughs per minute, stage presence, like I'm trying to learn, I guess. You know what I mean?
Same.
Like, I'm not like I want to be entertained, but I'm kind of looking at it as like this is a craft. It's I guess if like a guy who played college baseball goes to a Red Sox game, they're watching the guy in the batter's box differently than I am. I'm just like, I hope he crushes the cover off this thing. And this guy is like, wow, that's a bad position, or he's got to get low. He's probably looking at those little nuanced things. So when I see a comic, I'm kind of like not really. I mean, I'll go like, amusing, but I'm too preoccupied with the minutia, or I'm in my head, watching it.
Same.
But when I saw Brian Regan at the Wilbur Theater a couple years ago, I laughed so hard. The next day, it felt like I did 1,000 sit-ups. Like my stomach actually hurt. So yeah, I think that those guys really make me laugh.
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, you should. What do you think of like Instagram and social media and doing that stuff? Do you like doing it, or?
It's a lot. It's so much. I didn't like going into comedy. I didn't know that it was going to be so much, but now I feel like I'm on it like nonstop.
Well, yeah, and I guess that gives the impression like earlier I said that you're busy, you're like always out there, and it's because you're letting people know. Like, the good thing about your social media is it's like you see Mary Beth Collins and she's either supporting something, like a colleague. So some people are competitive. Have you noticed like there's like snippy competitiveness, or like, I don't know. I mean, I don't like people. Like, I'm a people person who doesn't like people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, I really like people. I like to get to know people, but sometimes I don't like people. Like you or you, like, and when I see a lot of those kind of people around, I just started going, ugh, you know. And someone said the other day, and I thought this was perfect online. It was a comic on Threads, the most miserable place on earth, right? Have you gone on Threads?
When it first started, I did, but I haven't been on it
Oh
since.
my God. If you want to get instantly depressed and have your day ruined or frustrated, just go to Threads. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people, but it's like everyone that needs a therapist, and I'm not meaning that in a, you know, like a condescending way or whatever. I have a therapist. Like, if you got to get stuff off your chest or work things out, then go see a professional person. And I don't know if enough people do that, because I see a lot of people taking to Twitter or now Threads, and they're just lobbing bombs or rage bait, or they're raging, and it's like, what's going on? But sometimes you find a gem in there that makes you think.
Yeah.
And this one comic wrote, because I sometimes I get frustrated with like sometimes I'll go to a show or something and it's just like, ugh, you know, maybe not my scene. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And you always want to be a good hang and have fun, but it's like I just don't. Not to be a snob or anything, and I'm not like a great comic, but there's just some people I don't like. Like I'm like, I don't think you're funny. I think you're arrogant, and so are your three friends. And also, I'm 50, you're 21. Like, you tell dick jokes and haven't really, like, it's not worth my time to get to befriend you. You know what I mean? I guess. But anyway, the statement that I liked, it was, you'll meet a lot of assholes in the comedy scene on your way to finding your tribe. But once you find it, it's totally worth it. And I was like, yeah, man, that's kind of, I don't know. You've been doing it a couple of years, right? Are you finding like your tribe?
I've definitely met like some great people. I've definitely met like people that I like to be around, and, you know, I want to continue to see and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, this is a big compliment, but I think you're kind of like a in-demand, desired, up-and-coming comic.
Thank you. That's nice.
Because, like, you're always getting invited to book it. And, like, I've actually been thinking, like, you ever look at someone getting booked on a show and it's like, oh, how did they get that? Not in a jealous way, but like good for them. Like, I wonder what the trick was. I think about that almost every time I see one of your posts. I'm like, who does she know? Or did they ask her? Or was she just persistent? Because, you know, like, so what is it? Like, are you, you know how you're supposed to give out your dates? Do you do that? Are you pretty good?
Yeah. I definitely do that.
That's probably the trick. See, I'll do it and then I won't, you know, like, but I could tell, like, just with your text messages from earlier, you were, you know, like, oh, I got to go to my mom's, and I'm going to go here, then I'm going to get my hair done, I'm going to go. You even told me you were going to hop in the shower, you know. I'm like, all right.
Too much information.
No, it's just good conversation. Like, okay. So, yeah, I like, you're detail oriented. You probably don't let stuff fall through the cracks, right? So you'd be a good agent. Maybe I should have you. Maybe, you know what? Next time you send out your emails, can you just say, and Rick too?
Yes, I'll include you.
Just let me ride your coattails.
Yeah.
No, I've been, it's hard work though. Like, isn't it?
It is. It's like taken over my entire life. I have like no personal life. I feel like I don't.
Comedy's become your personal life.
It has.
It's your social scene now.
It is
right?
it is completely my social scene.
I feel like, you know, in this town, like when I moved here, I made a lot of friends in this town. And because, you know, you have like the shared, I'm going to daycare, I'm picking up my kids. So this guy's picking up his kids. Oh, I'm going to see him at the 4-year-old's birthday party this weekend. Now we flies on the wall just shooting the shit about whatever. You start making friends, you know, and then I started doing the comedy, and then because it's demanding, like if I have to go out or get to go out, maybe a mic or two or a show, I mean, that's the whole night. That's the whole second half of my day. And then I realized, oh, I like doing this. So I started doing it more. And then it was like, well, all these people that you used to hang, like, you can't do both. You can't just kick back and sit around the fire pit on Friday night because you have that show, or you know what I mean? So
Yes.
like I've sort of been morphing into accepting or understanding or realizing that comedy has become the social, like this is, but I personally like it because I want to be doing something or creating something when I'm hanging out. Like right now we're just hanging out, but we're creating a podcast and we'll get a couple clips out of it and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But if we were just sitting around a campfire or getting a coffee, we'd walk away and there'd be nothing to show for it. Like nothing tangible, nothing was created.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. That's just
Yeah, no, I like it.
that's my perspective
It's
now.
a good take. It's a good take.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good take. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go with comedy 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself doing it?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just hopefully I can like get better, like have a tighter 5 or have like a better set.
How much time are you doing now?
I really only do like 10. Like 10 to 12. I'm trying to get to 15, but I still feel like I still feel like my 10 isn't even great. I don't even know, like I haven't mastered my 10 or my 5. I'm still kind of like all over the place.
You know, I like that. Maybe it's our age, but like being very self-critical. Like I scratch my head when I see like a younger person, and I not that I'm like against younger people, but sometimes it's like someone who's like, you know, just starting out and they are like, I killed. I'm like, well, first of all, it was a mic. You don't kill and you don't bomb. It's practice, right? But then there's other people you talk to and they're like really funny, and then like what you say, it's like, oh, you know, I'm trying to get better. I'm not good. You know, it's like I admire that. I respect it because you just want to get better. Like, what are you working on? Like, are you working on the writing, the stage presence, the cadence? Like, what is it that you're kind of like feeling the need to improve?
I definitely need to improve, like being on stage, like when something happens in the audience or like responding to the audience or like feeling the room. Like I'm not good at that. You know, I'm still like, that's an obstacle for me. And just writing, I want to get like better jokes. Like I want my jokes, I just want to kill like the whole way through. I don't want it to be like kind of laugh.
You want house laughs like every 10, 15 seconds.
Yes.
For 20 minutes or
yes.
whatever. Sometimes a story is worth it. You know, if it takes 30, 35 minutes, seconds to get to the punchline, I mean, you could make it worth their while, you know?
Yes.
I don't know, like watch Dave Chappelle's. Sometimes Dave Chappelle will talk for 6 minutes. And I'm like,
oh, really?
yeah, it's like he's telling a story and he's got a point to make. And then it has a big payoff at the end. Like, that's one thing. But he could do that. He's earned that cred, you know, that ability.
It's a pro.
Yeah. Are you in a writing group?
No, I'm not in a writing group.
Do you want to be in a writing group?
I don't know. Like my schedule is kind of busy, like maybe, but I don't know.
Because I'm trying to get a writing group. I'm like, you know, it could be a Zoom, like a Sunday night Zoom, 1 hour.
Okay.
You know, this is my proposal. You get like 6 or 7 people, and it's like every week you hold each other accountable to coming up with a new bit. Like once a week, a new premise, set up, punchline, tag it, get ready to share it.
Yeah.
And then we go around and then we're like, yeah, work on, you know, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I've definitely gotten tags from other comedians that like have like made my set so much better.
Yeah.
You know, that's definitely helped me a bunch.
Oh, I love it. I love it when a comic will be like, hey, what if you said, and I'm just like, what if I said,
yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's always like a gift, you know, and I don't know. Maybe I should just hire a bunch of writers. That'd probably make my comedy better too. You know, like those roasts that, do you like roasts?
I mean, no, it's not really for me, but I'm not like against it.
I couldn't imagine you doing roasts. You seem like you're too nice. to get up and talk shit to somebody.
I don't know. I'm sure if I had a few drinks, I could say it.
Yeah. I feel like I would just be like, not that I'm thin-skinned, but I'd just be like, was there a punchline there, asshole?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'd be
Yeah.
like, sometimes, I don't know. I just feel like the roasts lately that I've been watching are like, wow, that's pretty over. Like, did you see the roast of Kevin Hart?
No.
Oh, I did. It was, well, all the controversy around that one, right?
With
Charlie Kirk jokes.
Oh, okay.
George
Okay.
Floyd jokes.
Oh, okay.
Just all racially based jokes and just stuff like that. One thing I was really like finding interesting was how many of these comics like have writers writing all of their jokes. I mean, for a roast in that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like they got a team of writers cranking on this stuff. I guess the turnaround's
That's
quick.
nice.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah, it's totally nice.
Because then when it doesn't work out, you can just be like, that was just one of my 7 writers that wrote that piece of shit. I just read it,
Yeah.
recited it.
I definitely have people that send me stuff like jokes randomly.
Who? Fans or friends?
Like
or
friends, like friends that aren't in comedy. They'll be like,
in or out of comedy?
outside of comedy.
Okay.
They'll send me like something like they'll have an idea.
And yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I bet most of them suck.
I mean, they're
I'm
different.
just a negative person. Like they're bad, right?
Some of them are really good. Some have been really good. Like
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I think we have different styles, but some of them have been like, I'm like, oh, that's actually like, I love that.
And so they give you the premise.
Yeah.
Or do they like, hey, I got this whole thing written out for you?
Yeah, they'll write out like, or they'll just, they'll give me the idea or just say what the line is, or and then and sometimes I'll try them and see if it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have.
I got a friend, and he watches the show. He actually helps. He I wouldn't say he's like my producer or manager, but anytime I need help with my website, he does it. Like I throw him some money on Venmo. It's Mike Niskern is his name. And Mike is a great friend. We were in fraternities together, and we've been friends ever since. And he's really good at following up and making my, anything technical, he can take care of for me. But one thing he needs to work on is his ideas that he gives me. He's like, and then he knows it too. He comes, he's like, hey, you know what? You can shit all over. Like I'm like, I'm probably going to. And then he tells me, I'm like, Mike, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And then we laugh. But then once in a while, he comes up with a really good one. And while I make fun of him, like, dude, that was just like, really, do you think like why would I ever say that? Like, sometimes I'm like, I don't get where you're coming from.
Yes.
But sometimes he really nails it. And I say, hey, dude, as much as I shit on you, because I don't know what it's like in friend circles amongst women, but me and my guy friends, like, we don't ever really say anything nice to each other. And that's the endearment, like my son heard me on the phone with one of these guys and he's like, who is that? I'm like, oh, that's my friend. He's like, you guys are friends? I'm like, yeah. He's like, why are you mean to each other? I'm like, no, we were just, if we talk to each other in any other way, I'd think there's something wrong, anyway, I told my friend Mike, I'm like, like 1 out of 10 jokes ideas actually make it, so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right? Like I've like I got all these joke books, like how to write jokes, and like you just keep writing. Like if you write 10 tags to a joke and you go work them out, maybe one of them will, like if you can get 1 or 2 of those things to work, then you're doing good.
Yeah. Right?
Did you ever think that, or did you notice that when you're writing your stuff?
Yeah, sometimes I think something's good and it's not. And like the one that I didn't think was going to be good, or it was just leading up to what I thought was good will work. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that would hit. Like sometimes confused, like what's going to hit.
Yeah, isn't it kind of a fun surprise gift almost when you say something, just flip off the cuff, maybe you told the joke a little bit differently and it really worked.
Yes.
That's
it's the
why,
best.
yeah.
It's the best feeling.
And then you put it in and you're like, I got a laugh.
Yes.
Like, fucking great. How do you feel about, or do you ever experience telling a joke that works like all the time and then it doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, do you get mad at the audience or do you get reflective and wonder how you can make it better?
I just think like, what did I do? Like how did I not set that up? Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I try not to get mad at I mean, I think the beginning I would get mad at the audience, but I feel like it's always, it's me.
Interesting.
It's me.
This is probably a bad attitude, but sometimes, I know it's a bad attitude. It's wrong. Like I'm flawed. Like you're supposed to have a positive growth mindset, but I get critical of myself, and sometimes I get frustrated with things. And I was in Connecticut last weekend, and I told a joke that does well. I talk about it. My story arc is like, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm supported by my wife who makes all the money. It's kind of easy, but let's give credit to my wife. Like I didn't, create this lifestyle. It was given to me. Like that's kind of the self-deprecating. But in there somewhere I mentioned like, yeah, my wife makes all the money, this and that. And I'm like, I can guarantee you I'm the biggest feminist in the room. And that gets a nice laugh. But this woman was sitting in the front and she gave me the fucking look of disgust. Like you think you're like almost as if I challenged her or insulted her. That I'm like, this was a joke. Like I wanted to say, like I only had a couple minutes left, so I wanted to get through my stuff, but I really wanted to just like stop my set.
Yeah.
Address the attitude coming from here, the negativity. You sat in the front row and you're mean mugging me because I'm supporting feminism. I'm putting this woman on a pedestal for fuck's sake, right? And you're like, but you said you're a feminist. And you're just a cisgender white middle-aged man, like you could just tell like that vibe was coming from her. It really pissed me off. So I'm just sharing that with you.
No. I know the feeling. I think when I took one of my stand-up classes, they were saying like, if don't look at the person that's like negative in the room, like, or not liking it, like look at the person that's like laughing. And
Yeah.
I never do that though. I always look at the person that's negative. I'm always watching them.
I took a class and the instructor said, this was funny. That's good advice. Like good vibes are coming from this table, like, but you can't talk to just them,
Yes.
And if you feel like good about your jokes and you're confident and you're like, well, it's not, comedy's subjective. Always remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, this person's not totally digging me. This comic says that he likes to kind of lean into it and challenge them a little bit. Like he'll literally like step forward and lean the microphone stand or like lean toward them and look right at them when they give the con. And then that usually, maybe it's the pressure on them. Like, oh, he's giving me the eye contact, full attention on that punchline. The room is erupting. And then they kind of break.
Yeah.
And that's fun. That's a good comic who's like, you know what? Like where I'm just watching this woman mean mugging me over a comment about being the biggest feminist. Obviously it's a joke and she's offended by it or irritated or just visually and physically showing me that she does not approve. Right. And instead of letting it irritate me, I should lean into that advice and be like, next one you got that's along the same lines of, girl power and you're the spokesperson for it, but you're not, like that's the irony in the joke. So that's my takeaway. Like when I'm driving home and I think about stuff, I'm like, why did I let her bother me? I should have used that moment because I'll never see her again. Who gives a shit, right? That's just my take. What's the best advice you've ever gotten in comedy? What do you say? Like, what's the thing that you're like, oh my God, that's gold. I'm never gonna forget that.
I don't,
like a rule of thumb or something. Like what's
yeah, just I I feel like, I don't know. I'm like blanking. I'm not really, but I'm thinking about how I did a small show. There were only like 4 people in the audience. And after someone like one of the comics on the show was like, you can't do that kind of show like you would with a big show. Like you have to talk to them. You have to like be more interactive. And I felt like that was good because a lot of times I'm just getting through my stuff, like what I have to do. And I feel like that was good advice for me because I need to like work on more talking to the audience and stuff like that.
Yeah, as opposed to running your set.
Yeah, just being up there, getting through it, hitting.
Do you ever find that advice conflicts with other advice you've heard? Like, we're saying earlier, like, look at the person who's giving you the response. Steve Martin says, never look at anyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like, just look over their heads.
Okay.
Just your punchlines should go to the back wall.
Oh, okay.
He's like, never look at the audience. I'm like, wow.
I've heard that, like,
but
over
then I
look
also
over the heads.
feel like connect with the audience. So how would you connect with an audience that you're not even looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that kind of neat? Like that's why I'll never figure out comedy. Like
it's hard. It's definitely.
It is hard. Why did you get into it? Why would you do this?
I don't know. I mean, there's a little bit of a rush from it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's like a little bit of a high. I think maybe chasing the high of it.
Yeah, maybe we're cut from the same cloth here. You said you quit drinking 10 years ago?
Yes.
I don't want to be a one-upper, but I'm on 14 years.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you give that stuff up and you're like, oh man, reality. Like, how do I alter this again?
Yeah,
how do I get something out of it differently? And there is sort of a rush or
absolutely
a buzz.
Yes.
People are like, oh, you drive 2 hours to a show? Like, that must suck. Do you stay over? I'm like, no, man. 2 hours. I shut my car. I'm in my little bubble. I get in the zone.
Yep.
Like I let my mind just float. I'll kind of run the order of my set, right? You just get, it's game time. Like we're getting ready. And then you do the show and I'm nervous in a good way, good nerves. Not like, oh shit, I didn't do my homework, I'm going to get called out. But like, it's the spotlight and the microphone. It's all yours for, a certain amount of time. And, you might impress these people or you might embarrass yourself. Yes. But once your name's called, then it kind of goes away. And then you just get on there and you do your thing. And then when it's over, I just feel like that's where like the drug comes in, like the drug of comedy. It's like, wow, I'm like that whole car ride home. I've gotten on more than one occasion. I've been pulled over and got a speeding ticket just because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I like to drive and I have a fast car, but add to that the adrenaline from I had a good set or whatever. Also, it's 11 o'clock and there's no one on the road.
I know.
And the state trooper felt like doing, 20 miles over the speed limit is wrong or something. And now I get, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. That's.
Congrats on 14. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of us are former something.
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't it weird? Like I'd love to just read a book about the psychology of the average comedian because I feel like we're all different in some way from like normal society. Not that we're abnormal, but we have definitely a lot of traits that are kind of consistent across our pool of people, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would.
Like not everyone has like a traumatic childhood or a event in their life that made them go, whoa, but we all were you always the person that just kind of observed things differently and said that thing that everyone looked at you like, what?
I mean, yeah, I think I was always kind of like strange, my own strange.
You think so? Or you were told that? Well, I think it's amazing that people say you're awkward, like on stage.
Yeah.
But that's good. Like I feel like that's your like you're making it work. Like that's like it's not your character, but it's part of your person. It's a personality trait that you're like. You're not trying to hide it. You're not trying to get rid of it, right? You're like, this is who I am, and I'm going to be authentically me. And if it's coming across as awkward to people, then I got to make that work. I think you make it work great. I think it's funny when you just very deadpan delivery on your part, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
How's your coffee?
It's good. I feel like I keep putting it right into the microphone.
It's good Nat sound. I'll go with the vacuum cleaner that was from the beginning of the show. All right. Is there anything you're plugging got coming up you want to promote? Netflix special?
No.
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 No, you got any shows coming up?
I do. Yeah, I have actually I'm doing one in July for Jim Bose, I'm opening for him. We're both from the same hometown.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that at Steve Sweeney's Comedy Den.
Oh, nice. In Quincy.
In Quincy, yes.
Very cool. All right. And then we can find you on, it's Mary Beth Collins, haha.
Yes, haha, Mary Beth.
Oh, haha, Mary Beth?
Yep.
Haha, Mary Beth on Instagram. Do you have a website?
No, and a Facebook is haha, Mary Beth on my TikTok.
Oh, you have TikTok too?
I do. I'm not as loyal to it as I am to Instagram.
I boycott
Facebook.
TikTok.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I just, because it's like, okay, how many of these fucking things do I need to be on? That's one thing where it's like, all right, you got the podcast, and then you've got your stand-up comedy, and then each of those need their own Instagrams, and then their own Facebooks, and then their own YouTubes. And it's like, oh, I posted this thing as on the stand-up comedy side on Instagram, but I'm over here on Facebook on the, you know what I mean? Like I'm always flipping back and forth. And I'm just like, why can't we just streamline this stuff? And why do we need threads if we have Twitter? Like, don't we just need one of these things? Like, I know I'm all for capitalism and competition, and it'll make everything better. But when you have too many freaking channels of communication, it just gets too convoluted. And I'm like, at some point, I just have to say, no, I'm not doing it. And TikTok was a thing because I was like, first of all, I feel like it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, there's kids eating Tide Pods and snorting condoms up their nose on this fucking channel. Like, I can't. This is not my scene. This is not my crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't do it. But do you have success on it?
Some of them hit. Some of them hit. Not
and
all.
Is it uniquely different than your Instagram?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
for the most part.
all my stuff. I post everything on Instagram, and then it feeds into the Facebook.
Facebook, same.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that I mean, I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. And it's just like a different audience for people that aren't like us that are on all this stuff. It's like, well, if you're on Instagram, that's where I drop it, and if you're on Facebook, you'll get to see that too. It's almost like simulcasting it, you know.
It's nice.
No, it's
makes
not.
it easier. I mean, it makes it easier in that
It's
respect.
horrible. I wish it never existed. I think social media is like how much time do you have? I mean, I could shit on social media. Like I was just talking about like the audience. Don't you love a live audience? Don't you just respect them? Like they came out, they paid for parking, they got dinner, they maybe got a babysitter, or they're with their friends and they're here.
Yes.
They burned a calorie to get off their fucking ass, and they're
Get
invested. It's their Saturday night. This is what we're doing. Make me laugh.
Yeah.
As opposed to the fucking piece of shit on their couch just doom scrolling. Not funny, not fun. Like, I'm like, I don't care what you like, fuck you. Like all the miserable people are online, and if someone doesn't like something, they'll let you know it.
Yes.
And
I don't
I don't play to that. I don't care. And everyone's so political these days too. It's like do you find your algorithm sometimes getting really like negative or depressing or like because it tries to feed off of the stuff that maybe you have a visceral react, like whatever I'm opposed to politically just seems to keep popping up.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
like, well, why did that happen? Well, because I was looking at it going, what the fuck is this? You know, and I watched it a second time, and it's like, oh, the algorithm is like, oh, he hates this. Give him more of it.
Give him more,
you know?
yeah.
Because and then I'm like, oh, nope. And then I catch on. I'm like, wait, I'm creating this stupid environment for myself. I'm going to just look at Bigfoot videos now. And then I'll just get Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, aliens, you know, and I'm like, okay, now I'm happy again. Like, this is fun what if stuff, you know? So you could do that. Like one time I saw this, it's like the algorithm knows I'm a 50-year-old man. So it's like, let's put a video. You probably never get these videos, but there's like thirst traps. You know what a thirst trap is?
No.
It's a woman who's showing all of her cleavage.
Oh,
okay. Or she's not wearing a bra, she's wearing a tank top, and she's doing jumping jacks. I mean, it's like literally like, hey guys, you know, and so you're like, okay, you're looking at it, and then you flip, and it's like another woman doing it, and it's another woman, and it's like, oh my God. It's like now I'm like, if my kids come over here. So I'm like, I don't need this. So I tried to it's so funny. Like I'll sometimes step back and like assess my algorithm and go, yeah, I think I'm done with the internet today. Like what's on your algorithm?
I get like a lot of old stuff, like old lady things, or just
like what, recipe sharing,
or just like whatever, like just like, I don't know, strange things, like just anything age related. I feel like I get a lot of those things,
like experiencing aging.
Yeah, experiencing aging or things like that. But I feel like I'm always going back into comedy, you know, or just, I don't know.
Well, being in comedy, we follow all the comics. There's like over 100 people in comedy, you know, in Boston, right? And so that's a good thing. Like, but also I get bored with seeing like the same like show promotions that I'm not going to go to that because you know what I mean? Like, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out.
No, thanks for having me.
You did a good job.
Oh, thank you. My first time ever doing this, so I appreciate it.
Yep. Well, it won't be your last.
Thank you.
I think that this podcast appearance is going to catapult your career. I've got at least 19 viewers. So, no. Guys, if you want to follow Haha Mary Beth, right?
Yes.
Okay. On Instagram and Facebook, you can do so. And find her out on the scene, like in the greater Boston area. And you won't be disappointed. Okay, very funny, very self-deprecating. All right. So anyway, for Mary Beth, I'm Rick. This is Small Town Schoolboy. I'm sorry, that's the old name of the show. I just totally botched. And you know what? I don't do any editing, so it's staying in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, because that's too much work. I changed the name. It's now Stand Up Scuttlebutt. So for Mary Beth Collins, I'm Rick. This is Stand Up Scuttlebutt. See you next time.